What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Captain Riff here, and today we got ourselves a guide for Pokemon Go raid battles. This is a new feature that just came in with the latest update for Pokemon Go. And for those who don't know what a raid battle is exactly, it is a new feature that at certain Pokestops there will be an egg that hatches, and at this egg hatch there will be a Pokemon that's called the raid boss. And with this raid boss, you'll see that it has a substantially higher CP than most Pokemon, as these raid bosses are meant to be taken down with a group of people, or at the very least be hard to do as a solo run. Um, the raid bosses vary by difficulty, and by that they also come with different Pokemon that can be found in raid boss. Some that include this Crocodile that is on my screen right now. It also includes Pokemon like Machamp, Lapras, Snorlax, Muck, Magmar, Tyranitar, Dragonite, etc. The list is pretty extensive, so I'll leave a link down below on Cerebee's website about these Pokemon. But these raids are definitely meant to get the game more involved and have people play more as a collective unit than to play just by yourselves. Alright, as we go on into the actual raid boss, we'll see that I'm actually at this local bottle cap art sign. To be honest, this wasn't a bottle cap art. Instead, I actually had to sneak into what was considered a parking lot of a brewery to actually do this raid battle. I had a pretty poor connection to other areas, but nonetheless, I will start this raid battle. And as you just saw there, I just used my actual raid pass. This is an item that will be required for people to actually participate in raid battles. And on this loading screen here, this is the lobby that is for those who are waiting for a raid battle. You have the open lobbies where anyone who's nearby or any spoofers can actually join in on the raid battle. And then you also have the private group lobby where you set up a group code, as you saw at the top right where the 3 Bulbasaurs are at. If you set up that group code, your friends can also play privately to take down a raid boss, to keep it as a collective group effort instead of having 20 people take down a raid boss in under a minute. Instead of going through the entire waiting time, I will just skip ahead to when we actually start the raid battle. But this is just to show off some of my Pokemon and the selection process I've done for this 5k CP Crocodile. So, I'll see you guys momentarily. Alright, and we're back, and the raid boss is at 2, 1, start. As you can see that the game is loading up right now. As you can see, this Crocodile is sitting at 5,207 CP. This is abnormally higher than any Pokemon you'll find normally in the game. This Crocodile is considered one of the lowest difficulties, which is a 1-star caliber fight. So I was able to actually go into this with relative ease and battle on my own. I do have footage of me battling against a Vaporeon, my first ever raid battle, and it was around 16,000 CP. The timer ran out when I battled against it, and it defeated 5 out of my 6 Pokemon, but I was able to bring it down to half. So it shows that some of these raid battles will be a collective unit, and it's best to have a group of friends to help you out. And as you can see here with this Crocodile, I basically got it down to over half with just my Espeon alone, and then my Meganium, which isn't the best attacker in the world, came in to finish it off with some super effective hits. And once you defeat the raid boss, the Crocodile will shrink down, and then you'll be given the you win symbol, and you'll be given rewards such as revives, rare candies, golden raspberries, and 3,000 experience. The experience is guaranteed, and you're also given premier balls, and the amount of premier balls you give based on the performance of the actual raid battle. And as a reward, you actually are given a chance to actually battle against said Crocodile. As you see that I'm using a regular raspberry, and I'm given a premier balls. These premier balls do not translate over to my normal game. They're only used specifically for catching this Crocodile. So any premier balls that I was given from the raid was given here for me to battle with it. At first I realized that this is a Pokemon I need a lot of candies for. So after I purposely messed up the raspberry throw, I switched over to my pineapple berries to get more candies out of this catch. You are given the items such as the rare candies and the super raspberries to keep for yourself. The super raspberries give you a significantly higher chance to catch a Pokemon than the normal raspberries. So instead of using it on this Crocodile boss battle, I decided I'm just going to save it for later. And you're also given rare candies, which can be used to translate over to candies for any Pokemon that you capture already, such as give it to Snorlax, Tyranitar, etc. And as you can see here, I caught the Crocodile, which was part of my 7-day streak. And not only that, it gave me a new Pokédex entry, as I never caught me Crocodile before. And as you can see from this screenshot, some of the Pokemon that you will be finding in these raid battles, they could be coming in handy in terms of your actual Pokédex. And I was lucky to get a Crocodile that had pretty good IVs, as the attack was flawless. And for us Team Valor guys, when they say that it amazes us, that means that the IVs are significantly higher than some other Pokemon. So yeah, that is the end of the raid bosses and how to actually raid battle. These are definitely meant to be a group effort, like I said before. There are some that can actually be single-handedly taken down, such as this Crocodile. But for those that are really worth the reward, such as the Snorlax and a Tyranitar, you definitely want to have a group of friends, maybe 2 or 3, or you may want to find a group of people who are nearby the gyms and battle alongside them. Because the opportunity to catch a Snorlax, Tyranitar, etc. is a really good deal for us, the players. Instead of buying incubators or lucky eggs in the shop, you can actually buy raid passes for 100 coins and use those to guarantee at least an encounter with these Pokemon. This is really good for those who live out in rural areas where Pokemon gyms and Pokestops aren't far and few. And if you got a gym nearby and you see that it randomly spawns up a Snorlax and you don't have one in your Pokédex, or you want to catch another one, you just go out there, call up your local friends, and you guys can take it down and be guaranteed a capture, as opposed to just sitting around for months to possibly even years to waiting for Pokemon to come by. That was just a brief rundown and a tutorial how to actually battle in a raid boss. I will be trying to bring in raid boss battles where I'm battling with groups of friends, if that is possible. And I do recommend that people who don't play Pokemon Go now, or Pokemon Go and died out for them, they should definitely give these a chance. Anyway guys, I gotta get out of here. If you enjoyed this tutorial and this guide to raid battles, please leave a like down below, comment, share, subscribe. Other than that, I'm getting out of here. The gates are open, and I guess I gotta go close them. So, bye.